if you've got envelopes and scraps, then you can make these little envelope fold-outs. I'll show you them more in detail at the end. So you're going to need some supplies, not many. Any old envelopes, any size, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how they open. They can open like this. They can open like this. If you want them to go in your journal, obviously think about the size that your journal is. This is perfect for most journals, but you might want to do some little tiny ones. So this video is a response to an email I had from a lovely subscriber who has just come into a whole bunch of envelopes and would like some ideas of what she can do. So this is just one, but I'm going to show you a variety of ways that you can actually make them a little bit different. The other thing you're going to need is just scraps of paper, book pages, you know, the normal scraps. I've got gel prints. You might want to use what they're called, digitals. That's what they're called. You might want to use those, but all you're going to need is that and some glue, and you're set to go. So let's get on with the project. First of all, you have to know where not to glue, and that would be this bit. So what I usually do is put a big cross and that will be hidden. So the other thing you've got to think about is whether this is going to be stuck down in your book, in which case you don't need to do the back. Okay, but for this I'm going to leave it as a tuck in, so I will be decorating all of it apart from this one little bit. So the first thing you've got to do is just take it apart, and don't worry if you rip it, because we are going to be recovering them, so it will strengthen it back up again. And it's grungy, so it doesn't matter. Now you can make this as grungy as you like, depending on your scraps. Okay, we're doing really well with this one. That is really glued. Come on. Some of them are glued really tight. There we go. So you end up with your envelopes opened up. Let's just work on this one and you can see where we're coming from. So this bit was going to be tucked under. These are going to be up like this. So you also don't need to do the inside of your flaps. Okay. We're running out now. The only bit you need to do on here is the bit that shows, but I tend to do, you know, quite a bit of it, and I'll just pop a book page in, I think, and I like to rip mine, so just down to size. And this is Enid Blyton, so we should be okay for any naughty words. Right, and we'll just take this off because that's a bit rough. Right, so I'm going to turn it round so I've got a nice edge. Well, didn't cut that very well, did I? So I'm going to just quickly ink this bit here, because this bit I won't be able to ink afterwards. There's so many variations to this that once you start, I'll show you more detail, the ones that I've already done, and you can see even in the couple of hours I've spent making some, as practice obviously, that there's so many different ways that you can take this. So that will be that. But I'm not going to stick this all down yet because we've got to cover all the back. Now, I don't worry which way up things go. I'm not at all worried which direction our writing goes. Well, that was straight, wasn't it? Lovely and straight. And I just glue on there, and usually I will, if it's really thin paper, like vintage paper, I will spread my glue out so that you don't see it underneath. Now I'll just repeat that on. I think I'll just leave that edge there. On the other side. That's all there is to it. Lovely and easy. Very quick sort of mass make, if you like. So of course you need to trim now. Peel it off where you've glued it to your paper, because you know that happens. And you can wait till the glue dries. Probably my advice would be wait, do a few and then wait till the glue dries and go back and cut them out. I don't worry because these scissors are covered in glue anyway, so, but it just makes it quite floppy to hold. Looking better already. So we'll let it dry and I'll quickly go and do the other side. Now this one we need to glue front and back on all of the pages, or apart from the ones that fold up. Let's just double check. So that will be going underneath. Yeah, that way. So I like mine to do this. So I have it like that, and then this one will fold back over. So what I won't glue, let me get my pencil. Oh, I've got a pencil now. Is there, there, and there. But everywhere else will be covered. And we only need to do like this top half here. So we'll let that one dry. I'll quickly do this one because you don't want to see me do it again. And then we'll come back and I'll show you how to assemble it and how to make a closure. Okay, the glue's all dry and I've inked around all my edges. Finish this one off. I had some scraps, so just covered the back like that. Now, you can stitch around all this, or you can simply do faux stitching, which means just get a pen. And if it doesn't work all the way round, it doesn't matter. Just roughly go round. You could go round a couple of times. That looks really cool. And then carry on decorating it however you would like. And obviously you could do this on all of these sides on both of the envelopes. So I'll just quickly do this. Now I've started. I've started, so I'll finish. And there we go, all the way round. All of the pieces that have got some. That won't work, will it? Just put glue on the pen. Oh dear. I've had a very long day at work. It's been very stressful day today, so I do apologise. I'm finishing this video so I can get it uploaded. So all we need to do then is glue this together, which was, I had the glue out, and you can glue either like this or like this, whichever way you like. I quite like it that way, so I just do a little line of glue and make sure they're down. And the same here. Whatever you do on one, I would suggest you do on the other envelope. Just makes it look a bit more cohesive. but either or, just the same. There we go. I love this, just using book pages and scraps of paper. Perfect. Then this one, turn them both the same way, and then this one is glued to the back of the other one. And remember to leave a little tiny gap, because you want them to be able to close. So this one needs to fold over like that. So give it a good press and just get out the excess glue. There we go. That's what it looks like this side. Okay, so what I've got here is just a piece of upholstery fabric that I've just found, you know, like you do. And I'm going to cut a little strip that I can wrap around my envelope. Now this might be a bit thick. We may have to rejiggle this. We may. So I'm thinking of something like this, just to make it really chunky. Now I've got to get these two together somehow, and I think I'm not going to be able to stitch through that. It's very, very thick. Probably a bit too much, so we'll take that little bit off. I might use my really strong glue. Bonds to almost anything, so we'll give it a go and we'll test it. Okay, that perfect timing. Okay, sorry about that. Where were we? Oh yeah, I've glued that, and I think it's glued. And you just pull it off and open. So that's a closure. And as I promised at the beginning, we're going to go through and I'll show you all the others that I've made in detail, so that you can see the different closures and the different ways you can do these. So that is one way, which we've done together. So another way is this one, which is my little travel one, and I've stitched around all this before I glued it together. Exactly the same two envelopes, and I've put little magnets, one there, and I've put one underneath there, and they just snap together. So that's another finish. This one, different type of envelope. You can use any envelope as long as you can get it apart, then you can use it. This one's just got the one little flap, you'll see, and I've got a bit of old measuring tape that I've put on with these little brads, and a little twist. And this one opens up slightly different because it's a different shape, different envelope. But you can use any envelopes that you've got. That's that one. This one I've simply tied together. That's it. All I've done is just wrap this round, because this one I've left blank, because you can glue this straight down onto your journal page and then just use this to wrap round. So again, you can just open it up and you can put all your bits and pieces in, close it up and wrap. That's it. And that one will stay stuck down. The others you can just clip in with a paper clip, or just use them as in one of your big pockets. This one I made with slightly different envelopes, the longer envelopes, and I've done the same as I do with them, but it's just wrapped, and this will just come round and you can open it exactly the same. You've got your two big spaces. If you're doing a bigger journal or a standalone little ephemera holder, and you basically just wrap it round like that, and that's it. So I hope that you've enjoyed it and that you've got some inspiration to go and use some envelopes up. I'll see you in the next video. One coming up that I think you might like. And I want to say thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.